Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Energy Tarot. So, today we will look at the twin flame journey, the 8 soul stages of awakening. If you ever met someone who cracked open your soul, triggered your deepest fears, and awakened a love that defies logic, this is for you. This isn't just love, it's lightning. It cracks you open, it wakes you up, changes everything. The twin flame journey isn't just a romance, it's a soul quake, a sacred contract between two halves of the same soul, sent to trigger, awaken, and transform each other. It's messy, it's magic, it's not for the faint hearted. It teaches you what no book can through love, loss, the breakdown of everything you thought you were. Whether you are in bliss, the breakdown, or the silence, this is your map. All twin flame journeys are different. Every soul in the 144,000 has their own path, but they all move through these 8 core stages. Not sugar coated, not fantasy, but how it actually feels. This isn't about chasing them, it's about finding you, the union you crave. Starts with the divine energy inside you, the balance of Shiv and Shakti, the masculine and feminine, regardless of your gender. One more truth before we go in. Not every intense connection is a twin flame. Twin flames break you open to awaken you, to evolve you. The pain leads to healing. And the union is a true spiritual ascension, not just emotional drama. Karmic or the false twin flame, they keep you stuck in painful loops, repeating that same pattern with no real growth or evolution. If your connection feels like a cycle that drains you without lifting you higher, it's not twin flame energy. It's a lesson to release, not chase. Important to know that the divine feminine isn't always in the feminine body. And same goes for the divine masculine. This is about energy, not gender, not biology. And also, don't try to wake your twin up. That's the divine's job. Awakening can't be forced. It must rise from within. You telling them can delay it. Before we dive into the stages, I want to honor one of the beautiful souls in our tribe, Mauve Blossom, who requested this video. Thank you, Mauve, for trusting me to bring this through. This one's for you and for every soul walking this path. Are you in bliss, silence, or the storm? Do let me know in the comments what stage are you in. Or if there's a part of the journey you want me to go in deeper. Let's make the space one of healing, clarity, and connection. So without further ado, let's get started with stage 1, longing, pre-union. Before they arrive, you feel them. It begins as a quiet ache, a soul deep yearning. You're not looking for anyone, but something inside you is searching. As the divine feminine, you might feel, I don't know who they are, but I know they are close. And the divine masculine, it's more like everything I have built has started to feel hollow. Why does everything feel off lately? This is soul preparing for a meeting that will collapse your old life and awaken a new one. Stage 2, meeting and soul recognition. One conversation, one look, one touch, and suddenly something shifts in your entire being. Time slows, the air thickens. You don't just like them, it's like you've known them forever. As the divine feminine, you might feel, there you are. I feel it the moment our eyes met. And for the divine masculine, it's more like I've never felt anything like this, but she made me question everything. This moment is electric, a magnetic pull that defies logic. Your connection is undeniable, but you don't know yet that it's all about to change. Everything will change. This is where the triggering begins, silently, energetically. Stage 3, bliss and the soul bond. This is that high, the honeymoon, the soul reunion. As the divine feminine, you might feel seen, soul first. Their gaze isn't flirty, it's truth. Their touch is electricity. Their silence, devastating. And still you wonder why you feel so much. You go to yourself, I can't lose this. And for the divine masculine, it's more like her presence calms you. Her eyes feel like home. But that intensity scares you. You might question, saying, is this real? What if I mess it up? I don't deserve this. He starts pulling away, not to hurt you, but to protect himself, because this love is too much to hold. And then he goes, he disappears. The silence begins, and the spiral starts. You are polar opposites that complete each other. One is grounded, one is dreamy. One avoids feelings, one is feeling. One speaks in logic, the other in energy. Your differences don't divide you, they mirror you. Their silence teaches you presence. Your depth teaches them emotion. This is bliss, but also the beginning of the storm. You think it's forever, but your soul has different plans. Stage 4, triggers, crisis and separation. Everything gets too real, too intense, too fast, and one of you runs. As the divine feminine, you might feel like it's death, like I lost a piece of myself. You try to hold on, they vanish, and your mind breaks under the weight of the silence. You scream into the silence. You beg the universe for answers. Your intuition says it's not over, but the 3D reality says they're gone. You're stuck between timelines, between a love that feels eternal and the ghost of it that now haunts you. This brings you to stage 5, the dark night of the soul. This isn't heartbreak. It's an ego death. Your emotions become a storm that you can't shut off. You overthink, you pray, you plead. But their silence louder than any goodbye. The pain isn't normal. It feels cosmic, ancient, like you've lost a part of your own soul. You might face dour moments. Work loses meaning. Friendships fade. You might have financial issues. Even your health declines. Relationships, they fall flat. Joy disappears. As the divine feminine, you might feel everything starts to feel hollow, like nothing makes sense without them. Why does this breakup feel like death? And for the divine masculine, it's more like he numbs out, tells himself it wasn't real, but deep down, nothing satisfies him. Not work, not other women, not even the silence. They go to themselves, nothing feels right anymore, but I don't know what to do. I pushed her away thinking I needed freedom, but everything feels wrong without her. This is where the soul cracks open, where the illusions dies, and the truth begins. And in this rubble begins spiritual awakening. Which brings us to stage 6, the runner-chaser loop and the surrender. You chase their energy, not always in action but in vibration. As the divine feminine, you might feel like binging on tarot readings, seeing signs everywhere, try to heal quickly, hoping they will return. You might go to yourself, if I fix myself, will they come back? And for the divine masculine, it's more like he reaches out, either with messages, signals, likes, songs, dreams, but never stays. He goes to himself, why do I run from the only thing that felt like home? Then one day, you stop. Not out of pain, but out of power. You're done chasing. You start surrendering. Not giving up, but rising. Which brings you to stage 7, awakening and alignment. This is where you rise. As the divine feminine, you might feel like you claim your light. You rebuild your self-worth. You embody the divine without needing a title or a text. For the divine masculine, it's more like he senses your shift. It stirs him. He starts asking, who am I? What am I here for? You're no longer waiting. You're awakening. Not to win them back, but to remember your own mission. And then comes stage 8, reconnection and divine union. Union isn't a label, it's a frequency. When both souls align, communication reopens, reconnection begins, sometimes through a dream, sometimes through a message. As the divine feminine, you might feel, I still love him, but I don't need him to complete me. And for the divine masculine, it's more like I had to lose her to find myself. Now I know what she was. You no longer want to fix each other. You meet as equals. No more running, no more chasing. For some, this is the start of the divine union in 3D, in the material world. For others, the sacred soulmate arrives, aligned with your healed heart. But either way, inner union has already happened. So, a few things that are quite important in the twin flame journey. The twin flame journey is a sacred path, not to another person, but to your truest self. Don't rush through the stages. Don't try to wake them up. It can delay the journey. Focus on awakening you. Your healing creates that space for divine union, not the other way around. This journey is the fire that burns off illusions, so your soul can rise in truth. You didn't imagine this, you chose this. Your soul signed up for this path long before you met them. Your pain has purpose. Your love has power. Your soul has a plan. You feel your twin because you're connected. You'll dream them. You'll receive signs. You feel their presence. These aren't coincidences. These are guidance. What is your soul telling you is next? Your angels, your guides, the universe, they are all walking with you, helping you home, helping you come home to you. When you align with your purpose, your light, your wholeness, union unfolds. And when the time is right, whether it's your twin or a soulmate of equal divinity will come, they will meet you in the light. Twin flames aren't just lovers, they're mirrors, teachers, sacred catalysts. They are the medicine, they are the divine reminders of who you've always been. This journey strips you down to your truth. It shows you where you abandoned yourself so you can reclaim your power. Whether you're in pain or in peace, you're awakening. And as you align with your soul, the divine union unfolds naturally, powerfully, perfectly timed. Because it's never about chasing them, it's about becoming whole. It's not about reunion, it's about remembrance. And when both the souls are ready, inner union, 5D union, physical union, align in divine timing. Not forced, not fantasy, but truth. This is the soul contract you chose, not just for love, but for evolution. It's a beautiful journey. Once you get to that stage, so have trust in the divine. Your soul has the plan. You need to trust. And that's what I have for you. Do let me know in the comments what stage you are in. And thank you again, Mob, for inspiring this video. Take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.